Up, up. Dog. Come on, up. Up on the bed, silly baby. Come on. Up, up, up. He's like, but the window is covered. Up. Fine. Don't you want to help? Yes, I love you. Come on, up on the bed. What? Okay, fine. Well, you can decide to get on the bed if you want, but I have to record now. I love you, fluffy baby. He's being a pain this morning. We'll see if he gets on the bed or not. Or just jingles in the background. Come on. Up. Up. Okay, whatever. Okay, so back with another Digimon video. As I said, these are just kind of more on the shorter side, and I can just pop them in as need be for a couple of weeks, because there's like a couple of weeks coming up that I'm going to be really busy with some other stuff, and I just like shorter videos. So, next Digimon one in regards to the puppy in the background. He's like, I'm going to sniff stuff. So this one is going to be the next Armored Digivolution ones, the alternate ones. So this one is going to be about Hawkmon, so Yolei's Digimon. And of course, I will go over, you know, just kind of, I'm just going these in like the order that they're kind of introduced in the series in regards to the Digi-Eggs to a degree, or kind of, well, a little bit of that. And he left. We'll see if he shows back up again later. I work in here when I'm at home working for my actual job, and he like sits over there on the pillows and everything, and like will stare out the window or like sleep most of the time. So he spends time with me in here. It's up to him. So the first one that we, of course, the main two, of course, I'll go over Love and Sincerity in a moment, but we'll start off with the Digi-Egg of Courage. The Digi-Egg of Courage turns Hawkmon into a dinosaur. Yeah, it's like, you're a dinosaur now. Okay. And I mean, like, it kind of tracks with the fact that, like, you know, the way that scientists kind of show that it's like, oh, well, birds kind of evolved from dinosaurs. You know, but I was just like, I still find that funny. The Digimon is called Allomon. So I don't know if that's supposed to be based off like an Allosaurus. But it's called Allomon. It's kind of, you know, it's an interesting looking Digimon. It's a big blue dinosaur. There's no other better way to describe it. It's a big blue dinosaur with red stripes. I like it. I think that would have been hilarious to just watch Yolei flounder with like, why is it a dinosaur? Why? That would have been hilarious. Just fun. Next, in regards to friendship, Hawkmon turns into Rinkmon, which like is, you know, this nice cool bluish, you know, blue and white-ish armor, and like has got like blades on their feet, so they're like skating. So it's like skating like a skating rink. I'm like, I guess that's where that comes from. Also kind of has like a cape. So it's just like, I like the design. It's kind of looking like a superhero a little bit. So that's just kind of fun. I like that. Again, it would have been interesting to see these in the series, but I doubt that's ever going to happen. And then, of course, for Hawkmon, of course, we have Love, which, of course, Halcymon. That's the canon one in the series that, of course, Yolei has. Always like the whole, you know, oh, I'm a giant, you know, hawk type Digimon with like a, you know, a metal crest on my head that I can use to headbutt things if I decide to. So, you know, that's always nice. And then, of course, we have, for the Crest of Sincerity, we, of course, have Shurimon. Again, you know, the throwing stars, the shurikens and everything. Very nice, like, ninja motif. I like that idea. You know, I do really like the different designs that they came up with for a lot of the Digimon, of course, even the alternate versions of them. And then, of course, I think, like, within the games themselves, I know there's, like, alternate versions of, like, what the Digimon's Digivolution trees look like, and these are just part of them. Then we have, in regards to, if Hawkmon got the Digi-Egg of Knowledge, we get another Bug-type Digimon. I was about to say Pokemon, but no, Digimon. Big difference. Well, kind of a big difference. We would get Flybemon. So it still kind of has like the similar color that Hawkmon has, but again, it's an insect type one. It gets turned into like this more insect looking thing, just kind of based off of, what you get with, Izzy's one. Sometimes the motif carries throughout all of them. Sometimes it doesn't. Like Rinkmon doesn't look that much like, Garurumon. So there's not as much of a connection there. But like Flybemon is one of the ones that's like, yeah, no, that's clearly, crest of courage beyond the fact that it's got like the crest of courage on its face, on its helmet. But fun there. Would have been interesting to see that in the series. And then in regards to crest of reliability, or the Digi-Egg of reliability, if Yuli had her hands on that, Hawkmon would turn into Orcamon. Let's turn into a whale. Clearly, it's based off of a killer whale. I know that killer whales are technically not whales and more closely related to dolphins, but you get the idea. Again, it goes with the water motif. It's got like the safety vest and everything, like a lifeguard, and it's got like the I love the floaty device around its middle. That's just adorable. But yeah, it's like it can swim. It's a nice little swimming Pokemon and everything. Not too much that goes there. This one I think is my favorite alternate version one for Hawkmon, though, is with Hope. Hawkmon turns into a frickin' moose. Turns into Moosemon. This thing looks great. I love this design. I really like moose anyway. I think they're really cool looking animals. And, it's like, I love the antlers and, like, just the fur around its neck. And I love the color design that goes with it. It's, like, a very alternate version color design for what we see. Because, like, Pegasusmon is, like, these bright yellows and golds and everything else. Like, this is much more like a blue and white and everything. And I really like that design. Again, I do not know if in regards to, like, Japanese culture, if these have, like, a significant representation of anything. Like, I don't know if there's, like, a moose thing that's connected with Japanese culture that has to deal with hope. But I don't know. It's a moose. I like moose. It's a cool looking animal. I just like the design. Also, this thing could kind of pass as a Pokemon, like a Mega Evolved version of something. That would be interesting too, but I know it's not. And then we also have, in regards to Hawkmon, if Digivolved with the Digi-Egg of Light, we would get Harpymon. So again, I do like the design. It kind of has the bird design that carries over from Hawkmon, but it also has like the white feathers that we get from the crest of light being involved and everything. So Kari's crest, or I keep saying crest. Sorry, the Digi-Eggs. You know what I mean with the Digi armors. Harpymon appears in Digimon Tamers. I know at some point, like, Rika and Renamon have to deal with one of them. But, so we get Harpymon here. And again, it's, it's like the Digimon themselves. It's not always like that species of Digimon is a bad Digimon. It's like there are certain ones in the species. And Tamers, in regards to Digimon, takes place in, like, an alternate version of, like, the way that Digimon work. Which I'll go over much more in detail when I do get to the Tamers series. But like, I like the Harpymon design. It's got, the wings, and it's got, the talons and everything. So I like that design that they came up with it. And then we have the Digi-Egg of Kindness. And if Hawkmon had the Digi-Egg of Kindness, you would turn into Toucanmon. Bird motif, but I don't know. I don't know if there's supposed to be a running theme for the kindness ones, because like Vmon turned into Kangaroomon, and then this one is like, I'm a toucan. It's like, okay. Do you want some Fruit Loops? Toucanmon do pop up in Digimon Frontier. They pop up there at some point. They end up becoming allies of the Digidestined. Again, there's not that much to say about it. It's just kind of a cute design. I do like the design. It's not a very blatant, like, oh, this is an armor one. But, it's cute. And then for the final one for Hawkmon, we have with the Digi-Egg of Miracles, we have Peacockmon. Very armor-centered one. Kind of goes back to the bird motif a little bit. And has, like these The wings look like they are made out of like force field. Like they're made of like chunks of like force field of some kind though. It's like, yeah, no, those will hurt if they cut you. Those will like slice through you like butter. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. There's not that, I like the design. It looks really cool. I would have loved it if somehow they worked these in here. But like in the canon of the series, like the Digi Egg of Miracles, like after Davis uses it on Vmon and then Vmon, turns into Magnamon and then finishes his fight, the Digi Egg just kind of vanishes. Like Davis doesn't get it again in the canon of the series because I don't know how canon you would say the movies are. Or like as in specifically like the Digimon movie itself. I don't know how canon you would state that is, but I mean, like I can put it in there as canon for all I care. But like, he gets it again, but it's not like it's something that he gets to hold on to, like the other Digi Eggs. So there's not as much, and there's no Digi Egg of Destiny with this one. As I said, I think Vmon and Terriermon are like the only two that actually get like a Digi Egg of Destiny specifically designed one for them, as far as I'm aware. Within these 6, they're the only ones that do, or 7 technically if you count Terriermon. But there's not that much. Again, these are just supposed to be shorter videos, not as in-depth, just like, this is what they turn into. This is what I think of them. I think they're cute. Just shorter videos that I can pop up as time goes by based on what's going on. I hoped Rainy would come back in and join us, but he won't. He won't. He'll be in here later at some point, I'm assuming, when I work. But that's what I have for these. Again, I thank you very much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you have a nice rest of your day. Bye!